Ever feel like you're just waiting for lightning to strike when you need a big idea? You're just stuck? Well, what if I told you that innovation isn't about luck at all? That there's actually a shortcut, a system for it? Yeah, let's get into it.
I mean, think about the classic brainstorming session, right? We've all been in that room. You gather the whole team, you plaster a whiteboard with ideas, but let's be honest, when the problem is really, really tough, how often does that actually lead to a real breakthrough?
Yeah, that's pretty much the playbook for most companies. Get smart people in a room, arm them with sticky notes, and just hope. Hope for that one magic spark. It's totally leaving innovation to chance. It's a gamble, a real hit-or-miss process that feels a lot more like buying a lottery ticket than actually engineering a solution.
But here's the thing. The pros, they don't gamble. Look at this list. Samsung, NASA, Siemens, Intel. These guys don't just cross their fingers and hope for the best. They have a system. I mean, get this. Samsung has used this exact approach to crank out thousands of patents, and they saved over $100 million on just one project. That's not luck.
Nope. They use a science. A method that's repeatable, it's predictable, it's designed for solving really tough, inventive problems. So it's not about hoping for an idea, it's about engineering one, based on patterns that are proven to work. The big takeaway here is simple. There is a much, much better way to do this.
Okay, so what is this secret science? To really get it, we've got to go back in time a bit to see how the very DNA of innovation was first cracked wide open.
So the story starts back in 1946 with a Soviet inventor named Genrikh Altshuler, and this guy took on an absolutely massive project. He sat down and analyzed over 200,000 patents. But here's the key. He wasn't looking at what made each invention unique. He was looking for what made them the same. He was hunting for the hidden patterns, the common structure behind every great invention.
And what he found was, honestly, it was incredible. He discovered that no matter the industry, no matter the science, all these breakthrough inventions were using the same core principles over and over again. And he managed to boil it all down to just 40 fundamental principles. 40. So one of them is called segmentation. The idea of breaking something into smaller, independent parts. You see it everywhere. Venetian blinds, modular furniture, even how we design software. These 40 principles, they're literally the DNA of invention.
And this whole discovery was turned into a formal system called TRIZ. Now, that's a Russian acronym, and it stands for the Theory of Inventive Problem Solving. Basically, it's a complete framework that takes the art of innovation and turns it into a repeatable, reliable science.
Okay, so you're probably thinking what I was thinking. If this thing is so powerful and huge companies like Samsung and Boeing use it, why isn't everyone using it? Why isn't this taught everywhere?
Well, there was a catch, a big one. For decades, learning TRIZ was just really, really hard. You needed deep expertise, and we're talking weeks, even months, of intense training to get a handle on it. The barrier to entry was just massive. But that all changes right now.
Because now, we have AI. And artificial intelligence has completely changed the game. It's created this amazing shortcut that makes this powerful science accessible to, well, pretty much anyone.
Just look at the difference here. The old way, weeks of training, tons of deep expertise needed, a super slow process. The new way, you can literally get started in 10 minutes. The AI basically acts like your innovation co-pilot. It handles all the complex stuff in the background and just gives you the insights you need right when you need them.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is backed by actual research. The big idea here is that AI isn't just a little faster. It fundamentally changes who can access these tools. It puts world-class innovation power right in your hands. So, what does this actually look like for you? How do you get started? Let's talk about our 10-minute plan to get you thinking like one of these pros.
All right, the goal here is super simple. This isn't about trying to memorize 40 different principles. Forget that. It's about learning to think in new ways, in ways that are proven to work. We're actually going to teach you less on purpose so that you can apply everything you learn and really make it stick.
And the impact of that, it's huge. Think about this. Experts figure that only about 1% of what you learn in a business book or some training seminar ever gets used. 1%? Our target with this plan is a 40% usage rate. That's not just a little better, that's a 20 times increase in your impact.
So how do we get there? It's all about a simple daily habit. It's 2 steps. First, you'll watch a quick 5-minute lesson on one of these proven innovation patterns. And second, and this is absolutely the most important part, you immediately do a 5 to 10-minute exercise where you apply that exact pattern to one of your own work problems.
Now, you really have to do the exercises. Don't skip them. Don't let them pile up. But if you commit to this simple process, I can personally promise you something. Every single day, you're going to have this little moment where you just go, wow, I didn't know I could do that.
So, the real question is, are you ready to stop gambling? Are you ready to trade in the sticky notes and the guesswork for a system that actually works? Ready to start solving problems like a pro? All right then, let's get started.